Moving on, close ties between Russia and China have been particularly highlighted in the backdrop of Russia-Ukraine war. In a further boost to already strong ties, China's Premier Li Qiang arrived in Moscow for the 29th regular meeting between Chinese and Russian heads of the government. Li arrived in Moscow's Vnukovo airport, where a grand welcome was set up for him.
参加中俄总理定期会晤的国务院副总理何立峰、国务委员盛怡勤到机场迎接，中国驻俄罗斯大使张汉辉也到机场迎接。李强表示，在习近平主席和普京总统的战略引领下。
Premier Li Qiang met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Putin praised trade relations between the two nations as well.
Our countries have large-scale joint plans, projects in the economic and humanitarian areas. We expect them to last for many years. Together with our friend President Xi Jinping, we have set the appropriate reference points during our summits, both in Moscow and in Beijing.
Under the strategic guidance of President Xi Jinping and you, the China-Russia relationship is currently at its best level in history. This year, the two heads of state have met twice. Their meetings have injected strong momentum into the new blueprint of our bilateral relations at the historical point of the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Russia.
Chinese Premier also met with Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin. Mishustin told visiting Chinese counterpart Li Qiang that both countries create comfortable conditions for commercial companies. He described as strategic the cooperation in energy sector, including oil, gas, coal, and nuclear power. The two leaders signed a number of bilateral agreements, which also included the Russo-Chinese Joint Investment Cooperation Plan. Since the start of the conflict in Ukraine, Moscow has looked to Beijing as an economic lifeline, and the two have increased commerce to all-time highs. This at a time when Russia is subject to severe economic sanctions from the West. China has presented itself as a neutral party in Russia's offensive on Ukraine and says it is not sending arms assistance to either side. China has also profited from inexpensive imports of Russian energy from its easy access to wealth of natural resources, such as consistent gas supplies via the Siberia pipeline.